promises.
Right.
Well, and then on top of it, I love that you mentioned people that are positive, love their job, positive about what they do, and also go over the top to exceed your expectation. I believe we have somebody that kind of fits that model.
Absolutely. There, you know, last time I called in, we spoke about agents. You were asking me about what kind of agents we feature in the magazine, if it's only agents that have been doing it 30, 50 years. And I had mentioned there are a lot of agents that haven't been doing it 50 years, but they're on the top of their game. They're doing so great.
Go-getters.
Yeah, go-getters. You know, someone that comes to mind, probably one of the most charismatic. Is he coming on soon?
He's ready for you.
All right. Probably, I mean, on top of just being, you know, out there doing everything that he should for his clients, I actually had the opportunity to meet one of his clients. You know, this woman could have chose any agent she wanted to. She chose this agent because he does what he says he's going to do. He knows other agents in the industry. He is just on top of his game in all aspects. He's doing everything he should. And like I said, probably one of the most charismatic people, if not agents, that I have ever interviewed and ever met, period. Very cool guy. Are you guys going to introduce him?
Well, you can.
Oh, all right. Okay.
You can have the pleasure of introducing, because a lot of people will recognize this name.
Okay, absolutely. Our upcoming May Los Angeles cover is also going to be featured in our nationwide edition of Top Agent Magazine. He's the star of Bravo's $1 Million Listing.
That's right. Do you
Josh
have that right?
Flagg. I mean,
Josh Flagg, welcome
that's
to
who I'm
the
talking
studio
about
today. Welcome, buddy.
How are you?
Great, good to have you on.
Glad to be.
Yeah, we know how busy you are, so thank you for taking time and joining us and Jessica Fisher, and she was bragging about you over lunch.
Oh, well, she's a very sweet girl.
Oh, thanks, Josh. And I had sent you guys just an advanced copy of his story, which will be out, and it's just great.
Well, we know,
definitely highlights a lot.
and we know, Josh, that you go over the top. I mean, you talk about somebody who changes the ball game. I mean, we're talking, who the heck flies their clients in a helicopter just so they can get an aerial view of the home, or puts giant bows around the whole house? I mean, come on, buddy, that is awesome, and we're stoked to have you on the show today.
Well, thank you. I mean, you got to do those kind of things to keep, you know, that caliber of client.
Yeah, I think.
You know, those are the kind of things you have to do, which separates you from, you know, other agents.
Yeah, and would you say that it's one of those things that, you know, it's most important as a client to feel special, to feel like someone cares about you, and I think that's your way of showing it. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's the way of showing it.
Yeah, Josh, I mean, Josh will show up. He's there when he says he's going to be there. He's, you know, dressed professionally. He just, people want to be in his presence because he's positive. He knows his game. I'm sure in his market and his surrounding markets, Josh knows everything. He knows every house, everyone that's lived in the house. He's just created, Josh will be able to talk about this new app that he started. I think it's Star Maps by Josh Flagg. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's very cool. It's Star Maps, essentially, that you can see on the corner of, you know, Sunset Boulevard, those guys selling you those maps for like $25, $30. But it's on an app. It's the first it's ever been done. And it's completely 100% accurate, public record, checked. You know, there's no discrepancies. If the star lived there, they live there. If it says they live there, that, you know, they live there. And it gives you, it's also navigational. So you could be driving along and say, I want to see Leo DiCaprio's house. So you plug in Leo DiCaprio, then it takes you to Leo DiCaprio's house.
Oh, that's fun. I had to use one of those silly little maps in the corner, and all I saw was a bunch of gates.
Well, I mean, you can't help that, but they will tell you a bunch of wrong information, and it doesn't give you navigational, you know, it doesn't tell you how to get there, and it doesn't tell you a little interesting facts about the house. It doesn't tell you the square footage, what the star paid. It doesn't tell you any of that stuff. That's
fun stuff, Josh. I mean, you don't get your own, you know, TV show million dollar listing by accident on Bravo. I mean, you obviously just are always going over the top. And Jessica, you know, there's no wonder she's featuring you in the magazine next month.
Well, I'm very happy that she is, and very honored, and thank you, Jessica.
No.
It is an honor being in that magazine, isn't it, Josh? Because she's going to let us poke our heads in there in the next issue, I think. Anyways.
Yes. And Josh, how do we get the app? Just.
Oh, the app. Well, it launches in a few weeks, and you'll just go to any Android or, you know, any phone, and you just download Star Maps by Josh Flagg.
That's pretty simple. Star Maps by Josh Flagg. That sounds like fun.
Very easy.
And Josh, you have a 5th season coming up. Is that correct?
Yeah, I have a fifth season coming up. We're still filming it. $1 Million Listing New York is on right now, so when
Right.
that's off, sometime after that. But if you can't wait, you can still, buy one of my books and read one of those until the show starts again.
Definitely. Just mention the names of your books. I'm sure everybody
Well,
should
there's
have one already,
first
but if they
there's
don't.
A Simple Girl, stories my grandmother told me, and then there's $1 Million Agent,
that's right.
Brokering the Dream.
Okay, great.
Fantastic.
And Josh discusses a lot of these in his Top Agent Magazine article. You'll be able to read all about that. Josh Flagg is actually going to be the biggest feature, the largest running feature that we've ever had in the magazine that I've ever
that is
done
an
in
honor.
like 10 years of time. And yeah, so it's going to be, it's going to be lots of great photos of him, some of his listings, but really just a great story and just a great representation of
How quality your
yeah.
magazine is, too.
Oh, thank you.
Can I mention that on Facebook, Jessica?
What's that?
Can I mention that on Facebook that it's the largest feature
Yes, you
that we've ever
should.
done?
If I don't do it before you, yes, you should definitely mention
I
it.
do it right now.
All right, great. Yeah, and you probably have a copy of that, but it'll be out, let's see, the 1st of May,
That's
which
right.
is very soon.
Right around the corner.
And then probably either that month or the next month, he'll be in our nationwide edition, which is seen, obviously not just in LA and our New York edition, but around the world. So Josh will be the biggest feature in there as well.
Very nice. Hey, Josh,
Yeah.
really appreciate you calling in. Unfortunately, we have to
Pleasure.
head to
Thanks for
break. So if we can get you back on the show again, either this one or our upcoming Ventura show, that would be amazing to
My
get you
pleasure.
on the show because we'd love to hear more. You have, I guarantee, some wonderful stories to share and some fun stuff, and we'll make sure everybody knows about star maps at joshflagg.com. And we'll get you back on the show. Is that okay, buddy?
I'd love to.
Hey, thanks a lot for calling in, and we want to thank Jessica Fisher. She's going to hang out here with our next guest coming up. Do not turn that dial. I'm telling you, you will love this next guest. We have a great show for you today on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. We'll be right back.